Hi everyone, welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. I am Arpita Sharma, your educator, and we are continuing with our syllabus decoding lecture series. So far, we have understood the requirement of the prelims examination in the UPSC CSE. We have understood how the essay paper or how the language papers, the English, the Hindi paper, the qualifying paper in mains has to be dealt with, and we have also understood the resources and syllabus of GS paper 1. Okay, today we are going to start with GS paper 2, which is, for some students is the most dreaded paper, for some students it is the most loved topic. So let's get started without any delay. When we talk about GS paper 2, the heading clearly says governance, constitution, polity, social justice and international relations. And as we covered in the last lecture also and in the previous lecture before that as well, that UPSC is not demanding very, deep PhD level of knowledge or information or content for all these topics, all these subjects. UPSC just wants that your foundational knowledge should be, correct. Now, as UPSC has also mentioned in its notification that the mains examination is intended to assess the overall intellectual traits and depth of understanding of candidates rather than merely the range of their information and memory. So if you are going after or running after so many fancy books or magazines or this and that type of resources in the market, please stop doing that as soon as possible, because UPSC does not care about your very in-depth memory or what kind of different information and knowledgeable hub that you carry in your head. UPSC just wants to know if you have better clarity and understanding of the topics that you are studying. If to understand overall intellectual traits means if your EQ, that is emotional quotient, IQ, right, SQ, spiritual quotient, all of these are in sync with each other. Now here you do not have to be an Einstein to crack UPSC examination. You just have to be a human who has enough compassion in his heart for the society, for the people, who is motivated to work for the society. That is why it is known as civil services examination. You are ready to service, to provide your services to the people. You are ready to serve people. And whenever, whatever you study in this exam, whether it's Indian economy or history or whether it's polity or geography, you should have foundational understanding of those topics. You are not the one or not the kind who is cramming or ratifying topics. Okay, this will be tested, or this is required in an IAS or IPS or IRS or IFS officer when it comes to the UPSC CSE. All right, so please do not overwhelm yourself with different kinds of information, knowledge, facts and this and that. Just make sure that your roots are strong. So let's start with the GS paper 2, governance, constitution, polity, social justice and international relations. As you can see, it's a very varied kind of paper. We have social justice also over here. We have international relations, polity, the Indian constitution and how you are going to govern, the kind of governance, right, that you are going to do in the future. Everything is included in this topic and this is the core of your services. या आप जो services करने जिसमें participate करने वाले हो, उसका core, उसका spine है ये paper. ठीक है, this is the spine of your exam or the spine of your services. Okay, so here you need to study about the Indian constitution, the historical background, how the constitution came into existence, right, all of that, evolution, how the constitution has evolved so far. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि 1947, 48, 49 में जो था वो अभी भी है. ठीक है, कितने सारे, there have been so many amendments, so many changes, so many additions and deletions in the constitution, significant important provisions and the basic structure of the constitution that you have to remember. So all of these topics can be very easily foundationally covered from the NCERTs. NCERT से आप बहुत easily इन सभी topics को cover कर सकते हो, and that to class 11 to 12th NCERTs. There are total 4 NCERTs, 2 each, that you need to cover. And I am bringing a new course on the 4 NCERTs, a 1-month course wherein we will be providing you the recorded lecture links of all the NCERT based lectures, okay, chapters, and then I will be giving you homework questions from all those chapters from the perspective of prelims and mains, and I'll be personally checking your answer sheets and will be giving you evaluation and the feedback. And that course is just for ₹400. बस 400 रुपए का कोर्स है जो आपकी इंडियन पॉलिटी की NCERTs को कवर करेगा, all 4 NCERTs. So if you want to know all other details about the course, you can mail me at this email ID, upsc with ease gmail.com. ठीक है, and the batch is starting from 20th of June 2022. It will end on 19th July 2022. 1 month course 20 जून से start है और 19 जुलाई को खत्म हो जाएगा. ठीक है, so if you want to enroll, you can mail us at this email ID. All right. So this can be covered from NCERTs, and then आपकी जो basic book है M लक्ष्मीकांत, आप उससे इस first 4 to 5 chapters will deal with this. Okay, तो आप उससे cover कर सकते हो ये topic. Plus do not forget that I'm also stressing on this point again and again. Current affairs को link करना बिल्कुल मत भूलना. ठीक है, current affairs are really important. There are different kinds of Supreme Court judgments related to the basic structure, right, doctrine of the Indian Constitution. So all these points are important from your prelims and mains perspective. Then we have functions, responsibilities of union and states, and also one more thing, from the NCERTs, UPSC directly frames questions in prelims. So that is why I am stressing more on the NCERTs, and if you do not believe me, you can just check it out yourself from the previous year questions. Previous year questions उठाओ, पहले NCERTs complete करो, previous year questions उठाना, उसके बाद आप बहुत easily approximately 80% questions solve करने की state में होंगे. So that is why NCERTs are important. Second, functions and responsibilities of union and states, issues, challenges related to federal structure, devolution of power, finances up to the local level, challenges therein. Again ये M लक्ष्मीकांत और current affairs का part है जहाँ से आप इसको cover कर सकते हो. Alright. Separation of power between various organs, dispute redressal mechanism, institutions, comparison of Indian constitutional scheme. यहाँ पर आप D.D. बासु की book पढ़ सकते हो Indian Constitution की. ठीक है, you can study that. Now comparison of Indian Constitution with the French Constitution, the US Constitution, this kind of topics you can prepare from Google itself. इसके लिए आप सेपरेट बुक ना भी खरीदो तो चलेगा, आप गूगल से भी इसकी तैयारी कर सकते हो. Many things, approximately 80% of your preparation can be done from internet as well. Okay, जिसकी accessibility thanks to Jio अब सबके पास ही हो गई है. Parliament and state legislature, structure, functioning, conduct of business. Again, this is Parliament के ऊपर ना every day there are news which comes in the Hindu newspaper. So make sure that you keep an eye over those articles, and M Lakshmikant की book you have to consider it as the Bible of paper 2. Structure, organization, function of executive, judiciary. Again ये आपका M Lakshmikant and current affairs का topic है. And again when you cover the current affairs for polity, you can refer to PIB also, Press Information Bureau. This is the website maintained by government. Government की media website है जहाँ पर all the exam related facts are posted. ठीक है, updated. Then salient features of representation of People's Act. This I will suggest you to study from Google. Google से आप आराम से इसको पढ़ सकते हो, search कर सकते हो. Internet से use internet to study this topic. छोटा सा टॉपिक है, ज्यादा बड़ा नहीं है, इसको आप बहुत easily cover कर सकते हो. Within 2 pages you can create notes on this topic and you can revise it again and again. Okay, then we have appointment to various constitutional post. अब अलग अलग constitutional post होता है, CAG की post हो गई, governor की post हो गई, LG की post हो गई, तो कैसे appointment होती है, different constitutional bodies. So this is M Lakshmikant plus current affairs plus थोड़ा सा internet आप use कर सकते हो इधर. Statutory, regulatory and various quasi judicial bodies. So even if you write quasi judicial bodies now on internet, you will get ample amount of information that you can make notes on. Government policy, interventions for development in various sectors. Now this is current affair, purely current affair. ये आपको किसी book में नहीं पढ़ना, ये current affair है. That means whenever in the next 1 year, whenever you will read the newspaper, 1 or 1.5 year, आप जब भी newspaper में पढ़ोगे, make sure that you are linking the articles with this subtopic in paper 2. जो भी government policies है, you need to study them. Okay, different sectors which government is funding, you need to study that. And the issues which are coming up in the policies, how these are being implemented, you have to link it with current affairs and prepare notes accordingly in your Politica register. The next is development process and the development industry. That is the role of NGO, self-help groups, etc. Charities होती है, stakeholders. ये again current affairs based topic है. इसको आपको link newspaper पढ़ते वक्त ही करना है. Whenever you read the newspaper, do not forget to link it. Okay, that is why I again and again tell my students that whenever you are reading a newspaper, keep your syllabus with you so that you can link these kind of topics with the articles. welfare schemes, again current affair, purely current affair. You will not find them in a book because book तो आपकी एक बार प्रिंट होती है ना, फिर उसका अपडेशन तो कुछ महीनों बाद ही आता है, पर करंट अफेयर्स तो हर दिन आपको अपडेट होके मिलते हैं. तो दैट इज वाई बी अवेयर. ये सारे प्रोटेक्शन स्कीम्स, वल्नरेबल सेक्शंस के लिए जो भी लॉज आ रहे हैं, इंस्टीट्यूशनल बॉडीज बनी है, ये सब आपको करंट अफेयर्स, प्योरली करंट अफेयर्स है, स्टैटिक नहीं है, इट इज डायनामिक. Okay, issues related to poverty, hunger, again it is not static, it is dynamic. Education, human resource, health sector से related issues, ये सब current affairs based हैं. यहाँ तक आपको बुक से पढ़ाई करनी थी. Till here you had to refer to M. Lakshmikant. Now these topics are purely current affair based. Important aspect of governance, transparency, accountability, e-governance, use of e-governance, ये आपका इंटरनेट से आप हेल्प ले सकते हैं उसको प्रिपेयर करने के लिए, प्लस करंट अफेयर्स. अगेन नाउ करंट अफेयर्स आर कमिंग अप. रोल ऑफ सिविल सर्विसेज, ये तो बहुत इजी है. यू नो इन 3 pages you will get the notes. How? You will just have to search on internet role of civil service in democracy. You will get ample amount of information and you can make notes of 3 pages and that will be enough. And then you can update your notes with current affairs. जो भी कुछ civil service से related current affairs, अभी IAS cadre rules change हुए हैं तो आप उसको update कर सकते हो, अपने notes में add कर सकते हो. ठीक है. India and its neighborhood relations. Now how to prepare international relations. देखो, for international relations I would suggest you to be very clear with the current affairs, because current affairs से ही आपका international relation prepare होता है. Last 1 year में whatever, in the last 1 year whatever the from your exam date, last 1 year or 1.5 year or even 2 years, whatever changes or whatever developments India has had with the when it comes to the relation of India with the other nations, you have to track them daily on a consistent daily manner. And from those topics only the questions are asked. Because international relation again is not a static topic, it's a dynamic topic. तो अभी पिछले एग्जाम से पिछले 1.5-2 साल में जो न्यूज़पेपर में रोज खबरें आ रही हैं विद इंडिया अफगानिस्तान, इंडिया पाकिस्तान, इंडिया चाइना, इंडिया टोक्यो, इंडिया साउथ अफ्रीका, इंडिया श्रीलंका, इंडिया मालदीव्स, सो जितनी भी ये खबरें आ रही हैं इसका ट्रैक करते जाओ, इसको ट्रैक इसका बना के रखते जाओ. Okay, create your own notes separate आपने register में, so that because questions are current based only from international relation, they are not static questions. जो भी developments हो रही है अभी, जो भी आपके आसपास हो रहा है उसी से questions आते हैं आपकी awareness check करने के लिए. तो अगर आप ये track बना के रखते हो, if you keep a track on the development of Indian relation with other nations, whether it's a small nation or a big nation, that will help you a lot. India Vietnam, India Nepal, etc. Okay, so इस तरीके से ना create a list of Indian and other countries and try to track them in the newspaper daily. Another important point is Ministry of External Affairs की website. Please after every alternative day keep a track on this website. ME की website पे जो भी developments post की जाती हैं उस पे एक नजर बना के रखो. ठीक है. Bilateral, regional and global groupings agreements, again it is a part of international relation and purely current affair. Whatever new agreements India is signing, it will not be in a book. एक किताब में थोड़ी होगा, रोज थोड़ी कोई किताब छपेगी आपके लिए नए नए अग्रीमेंट्स को लेकर. करंट अफेयर्स में आएगा, न्यूज़पेपर में आएगा. ठीक है, दैट यू हैव टू स्टडी. इंटरनेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस, WHO हो गया, WTO हो गया, ठीक है, सार्क हो गया, देन आपका G7, G20, G8, तो ये सारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस कीप अ नोट ऑफ इट. एक रजिस्टर बना लो जिसमें सारे UN हो गया, आपका OIC हो गया. अभी तो OIC इज इन न्यूज, सो मेक श्योर दैट यू स्टडी दिस. सो like this, make a note of all these important organizations and try to make short 5 to 10 point notes on each of these organizations and revise them, and plus track the current affairs when they come in the newspaper. So this is how you need to prepare your GS paper 2. देखो easy था ना. When you simplify each and every topic, when you study topic wise, it becomes very easy. See, the usage of books was in the first few topics only. बाकी के सब topics में तो purely current affairs का रोल था. तो अगर आप सिलेबस को समझने बैठो तो आपको पता चलेगा रिसोर्सेज कितने कम चाहिए प्रिपेयर करने के लिए. ठीक है, एंड वी tend to ignore the syllabus and run around the fancy resources which are available in the market. That is not required. Be simple, be humble, and your simplicity will help you to clear this exam. Alright. Also, Unacademy Plus has also launched the ultimate batch for UPSC CSE 2023. देखो, if you're preparing for UPSC exam and if you're a beginner, a newbie, you have just started your preparation and you are clueless, you need a little bit of guidance which is genuine. Oh, right. When you are a beginner, you require guidance, and when you are watching YouTube, right? On YouTube there are n number of toppers, and they give n number of strategies, and you get confused. But an expert will always help you to design a strategy according to your capabilities and your needs and your situation, right? So that is why the Unacademy experts, the Unacademy top educators are here bringing a batch for you for 2023. It's starting from 15th of June, क्योंकि 15 जून तक आप डिसाइड कर लोगे आपको क्या ऑप्शन लेना है, कैसे स्ट्रैटेजी बनानी है, क्या करना है. अगर 15 जून तक डिसाइड हो जाता है फिर आप अनअकैडमी का सब्सक्रिप्शन ले सकते हो, जहां ऑप्शनल भी आपको मिलेंगे. एंड इन दिस सब्सक्रिप्शन ना वी हैव अ न्यू ऑफर फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू. इफ यू आर टेकिंग अ 2-year सब्सक्रिप्शन और 2 years से ज्यादा का सब्सक्रिप्शन, देन इफ यू आर नॉट satisfied with your result, then Unacademy will give you 1 year का free extension on your plus subscription. And you will get 10% discount obviously if you use this code ARPITA10. अगर ये कोड यूज करते हो तो इजीली आपको 10% का डिस्काउंट भी मिल जाएगा. So this is a limited time offer, plus for you we also have a dedicated doubt solving session. Even if you are watching a recorded lecture on Unacademy, live lectures भी होते हैं, recorded भी होते हैं. Even if you have doubts in recorded lecture or live lecture, you will be having a separate dedicated doubt solving session wherein you can get your doubts resolved from the help of top educators. So make sure that you take your subscription today. The links are given below.